And
Yeah,
we're going.
Why,
There we go.
hello there.
All right.
It's been
It's
a
been a little
while.
bit.
Yeah, I didn't
been a
think
while.
Yeah. So, who
Wait,
wants to
again.
do the recap of last time?
Time for murder.
We're at the beginning of last time. We're still with the Bright One. After just receiving our fancy little boons. And Alsana was about to cast Legend Lore. Specifically on Aelin Stormgust. Time for conspiracy theories. There's also a kind of a display of Ash for all the like images and shapes and things. Though Alsana gets more information, but just so everyone is fully aware of it as it transpires. So, apparently, about 1,000 years ago, Aelin was born, Air Genasi mage. She had some power in her youth, but kind of grew into things, travels, meets some people, eventually gets a group of 4 going, and she gets called on by perhaps a particular silver dragon. Went with her friends to Threshold, and met a young laddie. Apparently, her other half has been pulling some shit on the other side. Her other half and her friends. So they go ahead and do the same thing we're doing, hop to the other side to pursue darkness of the mirror cells. Apparently at some point, one of Aelin's friends, a tiefling, was struck down and was basically dead, but was quickly saved by a improv soul-storing jar that was originally going to be used by her other half, who was perhaps aiming for lichdom, or something equivalent thereof. Anyone correct me if I'm horribly off. Xanthus apparently attempted to grab the soul of her other half, but it darts between his fingers, which, as the embodiment of the permanency of death, has some implications. But in terms of the legend lore, it's kind of glanced over. The battle is won, and her tiefling friend does survive. After they figure a way to typing while I'm reading this does not help, Ty.
Sorry.
I do it more just to fuck with them.
Yep.
No.
So the tiefling survives after they find is returned to surviving after they find a way to use that captured soul, along with 2 other friends who were 2 of the other 4 who lived. God, this is terrible. This is god awful. I'm the worst. Right now, the group apparently after dealing with Yep. No, I know how to pronounce. I just not doing it.
Want to take over?
No, I'm good. They return to the mirror world. Return from the fuck. My God, return from the mirror world. And slew Vaestrin, who was the Green Dragon King, who was up to some shit, and we heard some lore about before. And the container where the soul once was kind of fell into a small hoard and was kind of left and forgotten. Aelin married the tiefling who was her love, and they grew old together. And eventually moved into the cabin in the Glistening Forest that Alsana has the key to. There's some other details I should probably go back to the recording and figure better, because I'm the conspiracy theorist here. Alsana relays this to the rest of the group and to Yorick, though Yorick is seemingly still unaware of things. but maybe he wants a body or some sort of way to move. There's some clarification on things like Calda's concept that's currently giving her power. And then there's a wonder about Alaris and Mir Alaris and his family. Specifically on the vampire kid. Apparently, plunging the unicorn's horn into the heart of it will kill them and have the body be revivable. Well, it will end the undeath. Would be the more direct way of curing the undead. As well, there's some kind of wondering and theorizing about other stuff. We transport via plants to Deep Thicket, and check in with the Chief Warden. Apparently, troops are not that far out from Tanager. Chief Warden is making sure to protect the Grove. As we kind of start helping with some frontline stuff. Just doing what we can, sticking together for fear of scry stuff. We eventually find a nice little spot for ourselves. Just a small spot at the I believe it's the like southeast part of the Deep Thicket. Okay. And we're kind of sat below a particular tree. Have a long rest, just kind of waiting for things to happen. Lars has a nightmare, but this time he makes the save. Lars goes to talk to Xanthus. Kind of wondering about stuff with the dream spell. Apparently Xanthus can't do much about the dreams happening to him, and additionally the spiderweb would in fact stop Xanthus from being able to contact Lars through dreams. However, we do narrow down that the caster must be someone on the Mir side, and current running idea is the other half of Aurora. For the day, we get a scry on Osborne. Apparently he's still he's with a trainer and foot soldiers. Grassland south of Deep Thicket. Apparently there's a new add-on, female, Aurora or Alsana, we're not sure. Apparently their goal isn't to kill us specifically, the shrine is the priority. But past that, there's not much else we can do except prepare for an attack. We get a scry on Kane that we quickly whisk away. It gets to night. We try a scry on Aurora and it fails, which maybe she got lucky, maybe she's good at saves. We go for occasional watch and for rest again. And at the end of Calda's watch, she catches a light and scent of smoke. Fire. And that's where we left off.
Right.
That was the worst.
Honestly, I've done worse.
As you hear the guards of Deep Thicket, the wardens behind you, take up a cry of fire and start sounding alarms. You are awake. You are as ready as I believe you were going to be.
You got a long rest, right?
You got a long rest.
Good.
As this was happening right at the tail end of it. Dawn has not yet broken. It's dark, but it's close, and it is very easy to see that glow to the south, through the trees and above them. What would you like to do?
Kane just looks at Alaris and, well, should we get ready for archery? It'll be good practice. And John, you are muted.
I suppose we should.
Okay, we'll just draw the Arisol short bow and begin getting ready to pick targets.
Paul is sending Mori out for a closer look, sort of trying to look for any of our targets, like Osborne, the mentor, and whatever female they could be talking about.
Okay.
How far are the flames? Like, can we make it out at all?
They're not immediate. Not yet.
If we were to start running, how long would it take, perhaps?
Not very. Given that the glow is visible,
Can I get it?
5 minutes at most.
Okay, there we go.
5 minutes at most, at a run. And honestly, if it starts to spread inward, perhaps even less than that.
All right. Alsana is going to go ahead and start casting Conjure Elemental.
Okay. What elemental would you like to conjure? I have a guess,
Water.
but- Yep. All right. Roll me that quick D100, please.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully 2.
You've gotten a conjure elemental on there,
3.
so you have a 3. Okay.
Good or bad?
You start conjuring an elemental, and as you conjure, you see the small rift. You feel the waver in your spell as it pulls a little more open than you intended it to, and something else slips through at the same time, and 2 elementals land before you.
Both are fucking friendly.
One of them, you can sense, is under the control of your summoning spell. The other is wild, and will act according to its nature. Its nature, unfortunately, is to be a little bit peeved that it just got dragged out of its home.
Well, damn.
I'm gonna do a thing.
Okay,
God.
what would you like to do? As this
Alsana-
thing looks around and starts to waver towards you.
Wants to extend her magic she has on the one to both. Best she can.
All right. How do you intend to do this?
She's going to expend another use of the spell, potentially. But
Okay.
moreover, just doing her best to... She's basically going to try to cast... She's trying to either cast Conjure Elemental or upcast Minor Elemental, such that she's using the experience of controlling multiple things. Just with the oomph of the one that's actual elemental.
Okay.
Could she
Alright.
do a spellcasting check?
I'm considering the DC right now. I'm calculating in my head because on the one hand, you do have experience with minor elemental. On the other hand, this is a different thing.
This also
it
isn't
is
the first time she's had 2
It's not-
elementals pop out.
Mhm.
2
Yeah.
water elementals.
Yes, and I'm taking that into account. However, it is a question of whether you can actually recapture something that wasn't part of the spell to begin with.
Mhm.
So, let's see. It would probably be a reasonably high DC, but I don't think it would be impossible given Alsana's experience and practice with such things.
Okay.
Let's see. Now, if it's a spellcasting check, raw wisdom,
Could she?
I'm gonna set the DC at 21, which is, I believe, your spellcasting DC.
Could she
reasonably high,
expend
but possible.
something to perhaps help her odds a bit?
What would you like to expend? Another spell slot of the
Potion
level
of water
2?
breathing.
An interesting thought. Normally I wouldn't think so, but you're also a potion maker.
Mhm. And she's basically wondering if she could better persuade it if her lungs were susceptible to water.
Huh.
In that way. Have it hit the right resonances with it.
I'll say if you want to expend the potion of water breathing, it'll drop the DC down by 1.
I'll take that.
Sound fair?
Mhm.
Okay. DC 20, wisdom check. No guidance because you're concentrating on your summon right now.
Yep.
Okay.
Ha!
Yes!
Hell yes.
Oh my
Fuck your
God.
random table.
Yes.
Levin, you fucking manifested that shit.
Wow.
Woo!
Okay.
Wow.
So,
So I'm
Kalsana, yes.
gonna go ahead and mark off that other spell slot.
Yep.
As I've just twinned water elemental.
Yep, you aren't even the class for it. As
Yeah,
this
what the
error
heck?
occurs, you pick up on the familiarity of it and you think to yourself, is there a way? Is there a way? You quickly down a potion, expend a spell slot without actually casting a spell. You just push the power into your current spell
Mhm.
and you cast it like a net. And like a shimmer, it washes over the second water elemental, which
She
was
commands
just
the first
starting
one.
to rear up.
She commands the first one to say in Aquan and like to put in a good word for her in Aquan.
Yep, in Aquan, there's no, she's cool. And as that wild elemental started to rear up to strike at you, it looks towards that first one. And then it looks towards you. And you see it subside.
Roger, I haven't seen you since high school.
Oh.
Oh, congratulations, well done. All
Who
right,
does that one
you
okay
now
now?
have
I think so.
Nice!
a little swish swish sound as the two elementals slightly undulate in place, not fully moving, but swaying like a tide.
Let's go.
What?
You're going with them, or you gonna stay here?
Hmm?
I'm asking Alsana, is she gonna go with them, or you gonna stay here with us?
I might just go with them.
I'll be with you. Better on the front lines with this kind of stuff.
Take her on the broom. Alaris, let's get a good position, see if we can get up in a tree, maybe. Oh, we can get you.
Yeah,
up in a tree.
let's see if we can do that. Yeah. Let's see if we can do that.
Full disclosure for you guys, I do not have a map big enough for you guys to stay back and for Alsana and Calda to be at the front line where the fire is at the same time.
I find this hilarious coming from Shay.
Yeah, well, I'm just being upfront with that. I don't have a map big enough.
And y'all give me shit for my 50 by 75 maps.
Also, a 5-minute run, even if you do a 30-foot speed,
Oh, yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's so far.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah, you guys are not going to be in sight in bow shot if you go all the way to the front. Even if you
I
pare it
might.
down to say a 3-minute run.
Yeah.
No, seriously, like
I assume we have to go somewhat in that direction in the first place to
Times
get
3.
to the main bulk of the army, though, right?
Do you have a 900-foot range minimum?
Okay, that might be a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
That
I
might be
realize
a
your
bit
range is ridiculous. I do realize this. However,
I
I'm
do
just
have a
letting
range
you know
of
that
12.
splitting the party may be not in this circumstance, and you would know based on distances that would be the case.
Okay. Why don't both of you go? You guys stay a little bit back. Kane, if I need you, I'll call you, and then we'll stay a little bit closer, at least in yelling range.
Cool. Let me know what information you got from Mori, okay? And Kane will start making his way
Yep.
towards the bulk of the army.
And Calder's
Yeah,
like
he's-
setting Mori out a little bit. If she's on the broom, she's sort of trying to see through his eyes.
Okay, so we've got Calda and Alsana on the broom, Mori scouting ahead. Alaris, you're hanging back as far as you can, but still within sight, and
Yes.
most importantly, bow shot. Kane, were you going forward with them or staying back with Alaris?
Sorry, could you repeat just a little bit of that for me?
Are you going ahead with Alsana, Calda, and the Elementals, or are you staying more towards the back with Alaris? Front line or back?
Front line to the army, not the fire. So wherever is closest of that. So
The
that-
army is where the fire is, probably.
Perfect. In that case, front line.
Okay. I'm just seeing if you're with Alsana and Calda or not.
Yep, no, he'll be different, like, angular distance. So, like, basically AoE attacks can't hit both of us, but still same distance.
Okay.
You'll be like 10 feet to the left.
More like 40, but, like, yeah.
All right. That might be a little bit difficult traversing the forest terrain, but I'll say that you're able to gain a little bit of distance there. So, as you are going you can hear the sounds of the forest starting to rise. There are roars, crashes, shrieks, a cacophony of natural noise, but not natural circumstances. And as you pass through the trees, you see various enormous beasts crashing, several in the same direction as you, scattering left and to the right, spreading out along the line. And as you grow closer and closer to the fire and smoke, you begin to see and hear a fewer of the ones that went forward, going back, crying out in pain. The ones that were forced to retreat by injury or by fear. But
Whole time Kane's approaching, it's just arrow shots the whole way through.
it takes a while for you to get a target in sight. But after a bit, you see a small group of Nightingale soldiers off to the side, holding torches, setting fire to the underbrush, a few of them holding shields and wafting the flames to cause them to spread. They don't hear your approach until it's too late, looking up just in time for 2 arrows, 2 crossbow bolts to slam into them and take them out. The small fire starts to smolder. Water elemental goes over and passes over it, and it sputters and hisses out. But at this point, you are able to hear more calls of more human or humanoid presence. Shouts in common, orders. Things with the cadence of attack and retreat. Keep the fires going.
Is it a voice called to recognize?
What was it?
Can Calder hear and or recognize the voice?
It's not a single voice calling out orders. It's more a relay of voices shouting down a line. You know, get those fires going, and we're heading up, and kind of a call and response of orders being spread. As you press closer, the air begins to grow warm and then hot. As you come upon, finally, the front line of the spreading fire. And just behind it, beating them onward, making sure they never missed a spot, you see the soldiers of the Nightingales. Off to the side of a large knot of soldiers, you see a smaller group, a quartet, a quintet of people, mages it seems, as they raise hands and send fire bolts, conjure bonfires, produce flame and lob them into the brush. Quicker, more effective perhaps than the torches and shields that the normal foot infantry seem to be relying upon. And as you break through the front line of the fire, the elementals spreading out and stifling what they can, though you can see that even so, every time they touch a flame, it hisses and they jerk back, steam escaping from them, as it carries off some of their very essence. You know that, of course, water elementals aren't immune to fire.
Mhm.
Nonetheless, they're doing what they can.
They're probably more effective than fire.
Perhaps a bit. But you see that already it's spread immensely. It's possible that even without being fed and pushed onward, left unattended, it could do significant damage. Perhaps it already has. And at this point, as you come across this knot of foot soldiers and mages, you look and Mori hoots and sends you an image, Calda. And you see Osborne there, alongside the figure in armor, though her helmet has been removed, perhaps due to the heat. you see for the first time the face of the person who trained this mirror version of your son. Somewhat elven features, half-elven perhaps, not dissimilar to Alsana or Ilaris. There's that little bit of human in her. Her skin tone is not quite human, however. It's a little bit more twilight, dusky, closer to almost a purple tinge, and her hair is white beneath her hood. She carries 2 long swords, one in each hand, and is directing the soldiers at her side to keep driving the fire onward. Galda, this is nobody that you would recognize. But as the group grows closer, Alsana, you catch sight of this as well. And it's not instant recognition. It's been several years since you've seen your friend. But those are the features,
Of
perhaps a
course.
little grown up, perhaps a little aged, of Therastra Dale.
Fate's a cruel bitch like that sometimes.
No, she is.
Old friend, back from Tanager.
She was okay on the other side, right?
Yes,
Okay.
but she was also my friend, and that seems to have potentially kept way, as both her and I seem to have taken watch over your known party here.
Here, let's just try and follow Mars' path, get closer to him. Kick their asses easier.
You're gonna be okay with this?
Are you gonna be okay with this?
Death comes to all.
I'll take your mindset for the day. How about that? I'll just like pat your back.
All right. As you begin to drift closer through the smoke and the ash and the flying embers, Kane circling around, Ilaris hanging back, but close enough to see what is happening, even through the haze and the fire and flames. It just happens that Therastra looks up and catches sight of you. 2 masked figures upon a broom, flanked by water elementals, undoing her work. She puts a hand out. Osborne halts beside and just behind her, and she moves him back ever so slightly. And then you hear her voice rise. "We have company!" The soldiers wheel about, the mages look up from their work. "Take them down swiftly! Don't linger!" You see her turn at the distance and say something softer to Osborne, too far away, with too much roar and crackle of fire to make out the words.
One of your best couldn't deal with us. What gives you hope?
And you see her head whip around, and she stares at you for a moment. Then you see her shoulders slump a little bit as a sigh escapes. "Of course."
Don't worry. I know how you feel.
"So, there's a question that someone would like to ask before we get into this." And she looks over to the group of 5 mages. "Well, they're here. Looks like you have what you came for." And one of the mages steps away. And you find yourself looking into the face of Aurora, slightly changed, and set in a mask itself of seething anger. As she looks, and at first her voice is too soft to make out. And then she looks at you again when you don't answer and raises it. Which one of you did it?
Call's gonna like look at look at Alsana and just sort of like just stare down Aurora. Just the sword still like half out, the light sort of gleaming from it.
The natural process of the world, dear. Thought you have learned that from your last family member.
Kane, real fast.
Mhm.
Just as this is going on, if at any point we cross over the 1 minute mark,
Mhm.
let me know if this activates for Alsana's friend.
Okay. Honestly, it's probably close. So as that response happens, and Aurora looks at you and says, "Was it you then?"
How far is she?
She is, as of the map, a good 40 feet away from you or so.
Alright.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and she'll go. Why? Would that make you feel any better?
No,
Maybe-
but burning your face off will.
Erupting Earth.
It was
All
me.
right.
I was gonna say Kane was gonna bellow. I'm Spartacus, basically.
Yeah, it was
So,
me.
As three things happen at once: erupting earth, Elaris shouts, Kane shouts, and the earth opens beneath Aurora. We're gonna go ahead and we're going to roll some initiative. As I get you onto the map,
Mm-hmm.
and I have
Mental
to-
warfare.
Real fast, do we
And
hit that
yes.
one or no?
I'm gonna say sure. So you get
Can I
to
get
learn.
AC plus minus 186 HP for the
Um,
friend of
okay. AC and HP.
Yeah, but it's only relevant relative to mine. My current
Yes.
AC is 18. My current HP is 186.
All right, for Therastra. AC higher.
Okay.
Okay.
HP. What is your HP again?
186.
Higher.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
I cannot wait to murder her.
Mhm, same
All
here.
right, let's get everybody onto the tracker.
Yeesh.
Apparently, I
Uh,
can wait to murder her. Okay, cool.
Quite a few things to do.
Hi, are
Oh,
we
that
all
wasn't
Alsana?
her.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay.
Alsana, how high up would you be flying?
15 feet?
Thank you.
Where is he? Oh
perched
God, this
up on the
stupid
tree
thing.
here.
Nope. Not you. I mean the stupid token that this sheet covers. Unfortunately, there we go. Ah, not bad, kid. Got far too many of these. Oh boy.
If I'm first, I'm gonna cry.
I think you are.
I'm not done yet, but possibly.
Please no.
How many have I got here? I'm missing one. I'm missing her, I believe. Yes.
I don't wanna. I don't have ideas. Oh, thank God.
In a worst case scenario, Eldritch Blade.
Head empty for now.
All right.
It's empty, 15 feet up. No fall down, please.
Fuck.
15 feet up is right. Okay, Elaris, I'm pretty sure that your dexterity. How's your dexterity?
My dexterity is
+3.
Yeah, plus 3.
Okay. So you go before Osborne.
Lovely.
And Alsana, what is your dex?
+1.
Okay, Aurora goes before you.
Mm-hmm.
The sibling
All right.
rear.
So with that done, let's go ahead and get this music shifted. As you know what? Because you're right at the end of initiative, but you kind of kicked it off. I'll allow you the erupting earth. Go ahead and draw your box.
Alright.
Do your thing.
I was doing it.
Thank you.
Let me hold on to it for you.
All right. So you've got the mages and Aurora in
And
there.
some of the fire, hopefully. Just as flavor.
Just as flavor.
Alright.
Because I can't actually affect the fire on this map. It's drawn onto it.
Yep,
So
that's fine.
yeah.
So I need them to make dex saves.
dexterity saving throws. Okay. Let's see. Let me make sure there's nothing that's going to affect this on here. Oh,
Also,
wait a second. You're within 60 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, there's going to be a counter spell. It is only at 3rd level, however. What level
I
is
cast
your
it at
Erupting
4th.
Earth?
I have it typed in as
Alright.
4012 on the recording if you want.
Okay, I'm just making sure. So they need to do a check and see if they make it. Nope, they do not. Counterspell does not work. So Erupting Earth happens. That is dexterity saving throws. Okay. Make sure that that's not going to be a problem. Yep,
Give it a
okay,
minute.
we're good.
Remind me what the 2 corners were?
It's just those two.
Okay, the cadre does fail because you've
Oh, actually,
gotten
no, it does the difficult terrain. My bad. Yep, there it is.
and Aurora. Okay. Yep.
So on Aurora.
So, yeah.
Real fast. Just to check and make them keep track of things properly. This is like the army or the war beast?
That's the army.
And this is a bunch of mages, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, hold on, I need to bump that
Okay.
up too. But yeah. So on Aurora,
Mm-hmm.
Counterspell, sorry, Ariel.
God, immediately.
There was an attempt of counterspell.
From, do we know?
the mages.
One of the mages over here.
One of the thank you. I didn't know if it was Aurora or the mages.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's about 4 mages in that square.
There's
They
about 4
count as a
mages.
cadre, but they cover the amount of space that's needed. So,
I was just trying to see whose reaction was taken up.
one of their reactions was.
Yep.
All right. Anyway, oh my God, 5 harvest scythes on. Okay.
My God.
Yep. Yep. Okay. So there's that, and there we go. She does not resist any of it. It just boom right through her. All right, but she is still up. And she looks at you with fury. All right, that having kicked off the combat, Therastra reacts very swiftly as you see her flip the longsword in her left hand up into the air and speak a word as she darts forward.
Of course.
She is, of course, going to end up potentially falling into a bit of a pit trap as she does not know it's there.
Fantastic.
Lovely.
I hope so.
So we're
I'm
going to
happy.
do a quick
her.
little dexterity saving. She keeps her footing on the edge of it. She just skirts around the edge as
Shove
the
her in.
as the
Look
grass
at my elementals
log
to do it.
cover begins to crumble.
I have a push attack.
Just push.
that-
Just push her in.
The longsword that flew up from her hand darts towards you, Alsana. So that's and it would have been a disadvantage anyway.
Yep.
I did forget that. All right. With that, she curses slightly, and you are up in the air. Yes.
15 feet.
Yep. And she is going to then. Nope. She is going to then draw back slightly to the other side of the army and wave a hand towards you as if to say, "Come then." Actually, let's put her right up there. And she's kind of eyeing between you
Oh,
and
my
between
elementals.
Aang.
They have their own initiative. My bad.
Put them in there. Just put them on one initiative.
Yep. No, it's going by minor elemental. They all have the same one.
Yep. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what that rolls. If they should have gone before Therastra, we'll just say that they go immediately after for now.
Yep.
Um,
Got that most over. Where to go? There we go. Initiative.
Aha. Okay. So they go before. But just go ahead and have them take their turn now.
Happily. Do the one on the left.
Okay. go ahead and let me know what I've got to roll.
Before you do anything, Devin, keep in mind if it's a push, that you have to be moving. You have to be opposite with the direction you want to push, just
Nope.
in case.
Although actually it will be this way then.
Okay.
Because well,
So, well. Alright, that's a strength saving throw. Okay, then. She makes the save.
all right, she's pushed out.
Okay.
Does she?
Honestly, she could be pushed out in one of 3 spaces,
1d3.
and I'm not sure which. I'm gonna 1d3. Yes, just for fairness' sake.
Two. Ah.
So nope, she is unfortunately for your plans. I gotta move this. Sorry, pushed out there. Unknowing that there is a small snare trap 5 feet to her left.
Mm-hmm.
Your other elemental.
Other elemental is going to go for all of these.
Okay. Alright then. So these guys have to make a strength saving throw. Go ahead and roll a new set of damage because oh my goodness, this is gonna be hilarious. Oh my god!
That's...
Oh my god!
Oh, they're pushed.
They are indeed pushed. I'm
Doesn't
gonna
matter.
say it's another 1d3 just for going upside down for simplicity's sake. Okay, so they are pushed to the side right there. Kind of scatter a bit, but reform. I am so sorry that you had a really good chance on them.
Mm-hmm.
4 after turn.
Look, the d20s giveth and they taketh away.
Yep.
So,
Just gonna-
anything else?
Mark that is expended on both of them.
Okay.
Quick question for Devin real fast.
What?
Your spell, does it have any downsides if they take damage from a companion?
What do you mean?
Do they have to make a check to see if they still follow you if they take damage from us? Your elementals.
I don't think so.
If you could just check for me just in case, because I have a couple things I might be using.
Yeah, no, it's just if it drops to 0, it disappears. If I lose concentration, it becomes hostile.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Though, please don't hit them if you don't have to.
No,
Alright.
obviously, but it's just we'll see how it goes.
Calda.
Okay. How high up is this part?
I'm gonna say not very. That looks like it's just a mild slope almost of stone.
And
I'm gonna say the
Yeah.
cliffs tend to be anywhere from 10 to 15 feet.
okay, is there an easy way down from the cliffs or no?
Not particularly. Maybe if there's something on the back side of it up that way.
God damn it. I'm
But
just
the-
trying not to take
yeah.
damage this turn. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm gonna be blatant. I'm just trying not to take a couple d6s of fall damage.
Don't you resist the bludgeoning with your armor?
It's
It's non-magical -3, right?
Yeah, it's -3.
Half -3, I mean.
Fall damage can't be resisted.
Okay.
Like that. But don't you can jump higher than that? Aren't you able to land from higher than that?
No, that's GM call. I have no clue how that works. Because I've jumped higher.
Mhm.
Like when I fucking
Okay.
jumped on Eulalia's head, I was jumping like 30 feet in the air.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna say that if you would like to jump down, because
Actually,
of the boot,
can I offer a thing?
go ahead.
Land in the elemental.
I kind of
So-
like that.
Can I slightly bring up that with the boots of striding and springing, I can jump 3 times the normal distance, so 3 times 5 is the 15 for the fall damage at least, to give some sort of logic to it?
Are you gonna aim for the elemental? Because at that point, my problem is not distance, it is aim.
I would
And-
not, no. I'm just
Yeah.
talking about because if someone can fall 5 feet without fall damage, it starts at 10 feet, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if with the boots of striding and springing, I can jump 3 times the normal amount higher, wouldn't that mean if I drop 15, it would work if I give a little hop?
Probably. I'm gonna say that go ahead and roll a very simple athletics check, DC 10 if you want to jump down. because the boots
Plus
give you
10.
a little bit of advantage.
I have a +10.
All right, yeah, you can jump down. I'll allow it.
Okay. So am I on the ground now?
It's an intentional jump, yes. However, it is going to eat up some of your movement. I'm going to say not the full 20 feet. It's going to eat up 10 feet of your movement.
10 feet? I still have 30 feet.
Sounds good.
Oh, okay. I have 30 feet to be happy. So that didn't use action, bonus action, anything. That was just part of my movement.
Nope. That was part of your movement.
Okay. Another question. I'm sorry. If I go right here beside the elemental, will
Yeah.
I catch on fire because there's a little bit of fire there, or no?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to allow a certain amount of proximity. Maybe don't stand in the middle of a fire, but
Don't stand
next
on
to
the
it, you'll
yellow
be
white.
okay.
I
Yeah.
do want to take this bitch out a little bit. I don't want to fight my son just yet.
Okay.
I'll get him
Even
in
though
collateral, don't worry.
Thank you so much. Actually, yeah. Okay.
Alright.
Over here.
You leap in a single bound over this burning tree and land in a shower of sparks next to Tharastra, who is looking a little bit drenched after having a water elemental overwhelm her and then spit her back out. But she whirls to face you, a long sword in both hands and angled towards you.
Good morning. Bonus action.
All right. Okay. She has been Vow of Enmity.
Alrighty.
Good
I'm gonna
morning,
put a
I
little
hate
purple
you.
dot on her for you.
1.
All right.
Oh, Jesus, that does not hit.
No, that does not.
Those
As
are
it
two
kind of
threes.
clangs off of her armor as she raises an arm and deflects it.
Alrighty, that's fine. Hey, John, if you could mute or something, I think you're breathing into the microphone. I do not know. But, 2. How does that
That'll
hit?
hit. That'll
Whoa,
hit.
Jesus.
All right, let me just make sure
Whoa.
that she. Yep, that'll hit.
And just for clarity's sake, just level 1.
15. Okay.
Just a love tap.
Little
33.
radiant damage on there.
They can
The-
have a little bit of divine smite as a treat.
The 18 is only if it's undead or fiends.
Yep, which she
That's why
is
it's
not,
33.
so she does not take that.
Complimentary
Aw,
smite mint.
shucks. Aw,
Mhm.
shucks.
Yep, she does take the slashing damage, radiant damage, thunder damage, and more radiant damage, however. of your
Yeah.
divine smite. So,
Yep, and I have my aura around me now. I got stuff.
Is there any way we can make a visible aura for Calda?
probably. Let me just
Oh,
go
I
in
know how
there.
to do that. Devin taught me how to do that.
Oh, cool. Okay.
If you'd like, I can do that, but if you want to, go ahead.
I got it.
You have to make it visible for us, though, Ariel.
Yes, I do. Let me go ahead and go in there.
I did it.
Which
Sweet.
one did you do it
The
on?
first
whatever.
one, the top
Sure,
one.
got it.
No, Conrad, it shows to you because you have access to my sheet. Devin can't see it.
Fair enough.
Okay, I put
Oh, my aura's
permission
gone.
to see. Where'd it go?
No, it's
I
the
don't
other. It's the
see-
other tab.
Let me go. I got it. Here you go.
Thank you.
Okay, all
Okay.
set.
Yes.
Ilaris.
Fuck him up.
All right. Yeah. He is
Shoot your
going
wife.
to. Yeah, I guess that's what we're doing today.
Oh no, I'm being sarcastic. Do what you want. I'm just.
So left to
I was-
right, we've got badass with high armor and 2 swords. We've got a bunch of schmucks. We've got squishy apprentice. We've got a mad ex-wife,
And then a bunch of mages.
and we got a bunch
Crazy
of counterspelling
ex-girlfriend.
fuckboys
Yes.
who apparently do push-ups and squats every day.
Yeah.
They're off the
I'm
swim
going
team.
to-
No, that was
Yeah.
that strength was born of desperation and nothing else. I tell you that right now. Their
going
arms are
to-
noodles. That was chance.
Yeah, pool noodles.
Misty step this way. And then move to jump down here.
Okay, you can do so
And-
pretty
Parkour.
easily.
Parkour. And he's gonna shoot his wife.
Yep. As you jump down, you see her look towards you. Her face freezes for a moment before she seems to. Oh no! Wait, you're wearing a mask.
I am wearing a
Um,
mask.
She looks towards you, and you see her reeling a hand back, ready to cast something, probably at you. And you
One,
take a
two.
shot.
Yep.
In genuine
Alright,
honesty,
let me
the
see.
real Aurora would be so proud.
She
Yep.
really would.
Alright, 27 definitely hits. And she does not resist any of that. She doesn't have any kind of shield.
Should be
35.
appreciative for you punching out her bitchy
Oh,
stepsister.
bitch, you shot me?
37. Yep. Oh, she is still up.
Slash R. We're gonna smite that last one.
Okay.
5. What was it? Where is it?
5d8.
You
Smite
really
the
should make
sprites.
that a button at some point, dude.
5d8. Yeah, probably. But
Oof, what's
no.
the fun of that?
What
Having
is
a
the
button.
fun of that?
Being able to click
Alright.
the button and deal a shit ton of damage is very satisfying. How dare you?
That's why I play Paladin.
26. Okay, as you see that bolt, that second bolt, shoo, into her shoulder, and for a moment she reels back and reaches up to clutch at it, as if to maybe pull it out, staunch the wound, something. Perhaps just an instinctive reaction, and then you reach a hand, reach your senses to that arrow, and cause it to burst with a wave of dark energy, the grasp of death itself. You see it take hold of her. She seizes up, and then she collapses into the earth.
Oh damn! You just
Well,
one
before
And then,
before she reaches up, before I snap my fingers to do the thing, can I take off my mask?
yes, you can
Bold. Very
do
bold.
that. You see her then look towards you. Her mouth opens and her eyes grow wide, before, not in shock or anything, but fury, rage. She recognizes you not as her husband, but as her husband's double. And then she
You and me
collapses.
both, sister.
And a moment after she collapses, you see her hand fly out, and she starts to prop herself back up.
And he is going to knock another bolt into his crossbow.
Alright. Is that it for your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, little buddy.
Little
Hi.
boy. Little boy.
Hi. Really?
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Seeing you do this, Alaris, suddenly you hear a cry from the other side of the field. As Osborne charges towards you, a great sword nearly as large as he is, raised high next to his side, and he starts to swing. 19.
That'll hit.
10 slashing damage as the great sword bites into your side. 17.
That will not hit.
All right, the second swing.
New robe of the new robe of the Archmage. Thank God.
Yep. The second swing comes down on the other side, but you see this one coming well enough to step to the side. And Osborne, panting, raises the sword between you and Aurora and steps to the side, just there. And just says, "You're not him! Go back! Or I'll kill you!"
Sure you will, kid.
Grounded.
We're not reacting to
Oh,
that
these
just yet,
babies,
as
freaking
the
out.
mages.
I'm gonna murder the shit out of that child.
Me too.
All right.
We're gonna kick this baby into the river.
Really? Oh my god.
Welcome to universe-sanctioned, like, Conrad beating up children.
Oh, how dare you!
God.
All right. There's still 4 mages,
Oh God, bitch.
and they are going to do what they can. So, let's see. There's 4 of you. 30, 55, 85, you might be out of range, and 70. If need be, they can aim for an elemental or 2.
I did
Um,
that for a reason.
Okay.
Rem, did you see this map?
What? No.
Did you? Okay.
I
Where'd you-
found it, to be
You
fair.
find the most amazing maps.
That's because I get picky and I search a lot.
That's fair.
Alright, let me just, I'm terrible and I don't have the best. Uh-oh.
Did none of the spells drag on proper?
No, they're here. I just, Okay, you might be safe. Nope. Oh dear. So, one of them raises a hand, centers it about here, and you see a ball of fire form in the palm and then lob high
I wonder what spell that is, guys.
before landing right in the center. I need one water elemental with the bonus from Calda. Calda herself.
Oh, the water elemental has
Kane-
advantage.
Kane and Alsana to make dexterity saving throws, please. 23 fire damage.
Water elemental.
Yay!
Okay, half damage on success. Kane, dexterity saving throw, Alsana.
Sorry, my roll 20 got a little bit angry at me.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Wait, why am
Can I go through?
I'm clicking on Alsana's token like I'm rolling initiative. I don't know why. Dexterity save.
Okay, 23 fire damage.
And Devin, do you have to concentration for the elementals?
Yep.
Okay.
So so that'd be DC 11. Cool.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, that was fast.
Well, unfortunately, the elementals are now like a crashing wave disperse on the forest floor. The mages, a couple of the
That's
mages
not
seem a
how
little
it
bit off.
goes.
Yeah, but
Oh,
they don't disperse. They're angry now.
Oh. Never mind. I forgot that it was not that kind of spell. They are wild, but they are kind of surrounded by your enemies as by your allies, so maybe not that bad.
It works out.
Yep.
Sure. We just have to kill the elementals as well.
Someone
Um,
murder those mages.
Yeah.
Like right now.
Could someone
I'm
get me
gonna try, but there's a little shit kid and my ex-wife.
I'll get the
Wow.
child.
My mirror wife.
John, thank you for that brilliant sentence.
Well, my mirror wife.
All right. One of them is going to shoot a lightning bolt through that line. It's going to hit two elementals, not knowing that they're wild and is likely to attack enemies as them, but it's right there, so no. And a Calda, it looks like.
Yeah.
So let me go ahead and click that lightning bolt for you guys. Oh, it did not do the damage. Okay. Still the same spell save DC. It is a dexterity saving throw. DC 14. Nice. Okay. And oh dear, I now have I have the elementals. Do you still have it open, Devin?
Yeah.
Could you roll me 2 dex saves while I get the stupid thing? Thank you. Alright, they both succeed. Are they resistant to... They are not. Lightning
Resistance
is
to
normal.
acid and non-magical.
Yep. Nope. Okay. Lightning is normal. 8d6 lightning damage. Half on a success. Everybody gets half this. So, 13 lightning damage. Okay, that puts each of them at that. You know, when I let you have 2 outer elementals, I wasn't thinking I was going to have to control both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That being done,
You're the one who fireballed me.
I am the one who fireballed you, but it was too good an opportunity for them to pass up, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. With that, they're gonna kind of difficult terrain, but scooch around here, and one of them is going to try to Thunder Wave this elemental and knock it away. Doing its very best. Oh my god, no. They can't kill an elemental. It's as much a problem for
Would
you
that
as...
get a roll?
Give me a roll.
I've got it open now. I
Alright.
can get it. It's just gonna be a thing of goddamn. All right, it's not knocked away. I'm gonna say that a second one also drops a spell to Thunderwave because they don't like this. They don't like this at all.
Hmm.
All right, it's still not knocked away, but it takes, I believe, half that damage. Yep, half damage. So 3 plus 8. 11. Okay. Wow, they're not having a good day.
See, Ariel, sorry, Devin, I love this meta strategy of to do a debuff to the enemy combatants. You give Ariel more sheets to handle.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, you can hear me crying, can't you?
A little bit.
Little bit. All right, the foot soldiers have a very immediate problem right now in the form of an elemental. They can see this pit trap, so they know it's there. They aren't going to go into it. They are going to try to basically go around this elemental a little bit. I'm going to keep them in position for the sake of distance and everything and targeting. But they're pretty much trying to mob this guy. Now, let's see. We need to do... Oh god, how many is this? D2. Okay. Okay, so they've got their spears, and there's going to be 4 attacks on this elemental, which I am not controlling. Remind me what the AC that's going to hit. 2, 3, goddamn, 4. Alright, some of them get really lucky with where they're hitting. What is the AC of the water elemental?
I
got it
closed
open
the sheet because you said you had
Nope,
it open.
14. I've got it open, but not open because I only have so much space on my screen. So it is 14.
70
means-
damage after 35.
Thank you.
You got enough to handle.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Conrad,
they
you're like reducing my debuff.
Carving chunks
Yes,
out
but
of this water.
I'm improving my likelihood of surviving this fight.
Kane.
All right, Kane is going to begin Owl Soul short bow on the angry wife.
Perfect.
Noted.
Take down her temp HP or whatever it is.
Definitely hits. And as she starts to get up, the
Real fast.
arrow.
Just in case, because I don't trust that shit even if she is dead. I'm going to throw on a superiority dice once I find the right button to click. It is the goading attack, so wisdom 7 throw.
How much, Liam?
sorry, that should be 8 damage.
Yeah. 17 damage overall. Okay, the arrow pierces through, straight through the middle of her chest. And she falls back to the ground, arms splayed, and this time does not get back up.
Alright, bonus action, and one of my attacks is going to be doing a Commander Strike for Calda. Take a reaction attack on whoever you want.
Oh, you're beautiful.
Throw in 1 extra damage on top of that.
On my usual target.
Yep. Alright, 26 does hit. I can close that sheet. Okay. So, 16 plus 1, 17. Plus 2 plus 4 is
23?
19, 23. Yep, okay.
Standing beneath a tree isn't going to deal damage with me if it's on fire, right?
No, I'm just asking that you don't stand in the middle of the blaze.
That's good?
Yeah. That's fine.
Perfect. Alright, and then with my free action, because I love this ability you've given me, switching to the Javelin of Lightning.
Yep.
And I'm tossing, I'm going to hit the person, like, directly. I'm going to hit the, what's it called? The big bunch of folks.
The horde.
The horde,
Yeah.
thank you. And I want them to do, like, the thrown attack, where the rest is all the dexterity save. I'm not angling it at the water elemental, I'm angling it like this.
Okay. So, get the,
which one?
I'm sorry, are you aiming it at the cadre of mages?
So the thrown part of the attack is on the big group of spear wielders.
Okay.
The lightning bolt is on.
That's not
the
how
two-
it works. The lightning bolt ends where the throw ends.
In that case, at the mages. I was thinking
Okay.
before.
No. basically your endpoint determines how far the lightning bolt goes.
Gotcha.
Basically. All right. So big group of mages. Okay. There is nothing they can really do against a 28 to hit, so that'll definitely hit. They take the 11 piercing and 9 lightning normal. 20. All right, and everybody on the way, which would be Therastra and the foot soldiers, I believe. Yes, get to make dexterity saving throws. So let's go in order a little bit. Dex. Ah, she takes it. Okay, and the foot soldiers. Let's see. I think I put something in this for massed forces. Yep, they've got disadvantage on this because they're all in a clump.
Also,
They still make it.
can I use my one retcon?
What would it be?
I keep forgetting that I have to do this when the initiative begins. Valkyrie's blessing. Everyone else has bless. I keep forgetting to do that on.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Fair. I'll just say that it's gonna kick in now.
Yeah, because Kane just started moving, so we'll call it on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just because.
Sorry,
All
I keep forgetting I have to do that at the beginning.
It's okay.
It's okay.
All right. We will keep that in mind. Honestly, a
You're
bless
lucky
would
my
not have saved your
concentration didn't rely on that.
concentration.
I'm a little
Uh,
upset that one of my attacks relied on that.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. I just forgot.
Anyhow, 14 lightning damage on her, and the rest of them take 7, I believe, because it's half. Yep, on a success. So, there we go. Okay. The Javelin of Lightning is now over here, but you did some pretty good damage along the way. Anything else?
Yep, and then the rod is just gonna appear in my hand.
Okay. Alright. Little unhappy that I couldn't do a single thing with Aurora. I wanted it to be a thing, but okay.
Which
I'll
one's
Alsana.
favorite sheets?
Asana is
Oh, well.
floating over to here
Mhm.
and landing. So you can take as much like light cover as she can against that rock.
Okay.
And then gonna go ahead. Do I not? I thought I had it on my sheet. Oh well. Wrath of Nature.
Okay. Realized I forgot to draw something. It's just for there. Alright, draw me your Wrath of Nature, please.
Yep.
It was
Actually,
Like
someone.
earlier, right?
As everything goes to hell.
Yep. Yep, exactly that. Actually, I'll do it a bit further down. About there.
Okay. So, I believe that's your action to cast it.
Yep, and so I don't get everything.
Yep, but you get the bonus action.
Does a flaming tree deal extra?
I was
fire
about to
damage?
ask.
No. I'm
Okay.
gonna say no for the sake of this.
Does it turn and put out the flames then when it shakes around?
Shake it.
I'll say that
Like a blue
due to
rose?
the nature magic involved, it's going to at least keep the tree from burning up further. It's going to pretty much put the fire on hold and make the tree more resilient.
A gentle repose, but on fire.
All right. So some fucking nerd's gonna get his glasses broken. I'm gonna bonus action throw a rock at him.
Good.
All right.
Like
I think you're referring to the mages.
Yes.
Okay.
15 to hit.
All right.
If you miss.
Use a shield spell. Come on.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me just double check something because I think that when the lightning bolt went off. Oh yeah, one of them actually went down already with the lightning bolt. The one with the javelin in it is laying there. So, there's
that's
3
one
left.
One of
three
them was invisible, and he just recently like, whoop, and the javelin's sticking out of him.
All right, and yeah, 15. One of them will indeed shield as the rock bounces off.
Give your D4 too, Devin. Because
Ah,
just in
that's right.
case it matters.
nope.
Nope, the shield covers it.
Yep. All right. And then at the end of my turn,
Mhm.
one creature my choice is on the ground in the cube must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained. It's gonna be the nerds.
All right. I'm gonna tell you right now that you can't restrain a group, and they are treated as a group,
Hmm.
so you don't waste it.
All right. One
That's
beside Calda.
Okay. So Therastra.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just making sure. Yeah, it was Therastra and not like the water elemental. Okay. All right. So that's a strength saving throw, was it?
Mm-hmm.
See that number.
Okay. Okay. 20.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, plus 7.
That's
Not terrible.
nope. That's a success. So. Yep.
All right. So with that, the water elementals are rampaging. One of them right here.
Roll their
roll
recharge.
me yeah, I've got to go ahead and do that. That's 2d6. I'm going to go left to right in order. They both recharge. So they both have whelms. Each creature must make a DC 15 strength saving throw. Okay. All right. This is going to be interesting because technically, you know what? I did it before. It's going to attempt to whelm these guys. So I'll do that to get the roll. And then they get to do a quick strength saving throw. They fail. I'll say they take the 10 bludgeoning damage, but they are not grappled or restrained because of their nature as a group.
Is it even if they're large?
Yeah, I mean,
They
they're
are
the same size.
It's a weird thing, perhaps. I'm gonna say
it
that
says
the
two or few, two medium creatures. That can get up
yeah, it's a really weird thing, and I am admitting that I was not expecting water elemental.
Mm-hmm.
Does the 10 damage
I get
take
the
one of
forest
out?
fire.
Let me look. The 10 damage does not quite take out one of them.
Worth a shot.
I want to say they might struggle a little bit on their turn, but
Maybe they just have a speed of 0 this turn?
what was it?
Maybe they just have a speed of 0 this turn?
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, I pretty much formulated these with the intent that it's a group, it's a cadre or a squadron or something, wherein you wouldn't be able to, like, you can't just go up to it and say, it's only a large size group, I'm going to grapple. And however, it is a magical creature, so there's some
Maybe
nuance
just
there that's
Between
confusing.
legends, just have like a handout that has all the rules for that.
I don't have specific rules, I just gave them condition immunities that seem to make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, fair enough.
Outright. I just wrote immune to restrain and grapple on there.
Fair enough.
However, this one is going to try to whelm both Calda and Therastra at the same time. Calda, I need a quick strength saving throw, if you please.
Oh, fuck.
Is that
All
with
right.
advantage? But also with bless you succeeds, doesn't matter.
Oh, wait, it's a...
It's not magic.
But I have
Either
bless.
way,
But yes. Go ahead.
Just for that, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
bless.
you for...
You're good. You're good.
I'm gonna put that on my token because I'll forget.
Yep. Alright. And then Therastra. Yep, okay. Alright. I'm gonna say for the sake of this, Calda go up to this square because it's safe. Therastra is gonna go down one.
the water elemental just pulled a UFC referee.
Just went in the middle of you two and poof, apart.
Let's just. There we go.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna start using that on Saturday. That's actually really useful.
Okay. With that, Therastra looks over and
If we forget it now, we have no excuse.
I'm gonna make a post-it note, put it above my computer that says bless.
Alright, with that, her dancing sword actually falls to the ground for the time being because it was more than 30 if you move more than 30 feet. Forced movement? I don't know. Okay, that's weird. I'm gonna say forced movement counts. The sword clatters to the ground.
Mhm.
So with that, she kind of
It doesn't
growls.
say willingly move, so it would. count.
Yeah. Darts around, and she's gonna take a couple of swings at you, Kane.
He just smiles.
So
Oh, don't like that. All right.
that's
that
a
hits.
24 to hit. 10 slashing damage into Constitution saving throw, please.
I assume that's magic, right?
Yeah, it's a
Advantage.
magic weapon.
Just want to make sure in case
Yeah,
she has some like,
Yeah.
disease poison
Take advantage, Conrad.
with a +5, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna be
Absolutely.
surprised, honestly, if you fail.
Don't say that. Why would you say
Don't
that?
say that right now.
Like
How dare
it'd be
you, Aria.
hilarious. But like, could you imagine if you failed?
Okay, Devin is a negative.
Oh my god! Both of you
I've got a
motherfuckers.
+5. I've got a +5.
I know, but both you motherfuckers.
No, Devin is negative jinx, whereas Ariel's positive jinx.
All right, there is a second swing. 23 to hit.
Yep.
12 slashing damage. Another. Okay.
Don't
We're
worry.
good.
Yeah, you
And
you
then
won't
a-
fail at once.
Third. 20 to hit.
I'm just gonna do the damage for the math for the damage at the end. Okay.
8
That one's
slashing
17
damage.
Still, so it's fine. Cool. So
It is a
10
17.
Yeah,
Oh,
17
yeah.
total.
Cool.
So 30 slashing and 50, 48 necrotic.
You don't take.
So
No, you don't
78
take.
damage.
You don't take the necrotic.
Oh, no necrotic. Never mind. In that case, just
It's
30
succeed
slashing.
or take. Yes.
That's where I was gonna be like, shit.
All right. You're fine.
Ah.
All right. So
Since
that
it's my
would be her
turn.
turn.
It's
Calda.
my turn. I do have a question about that.
Yeah.
If she hits me with it and I take half necrotic, does she take half of half, or does she take the exact same amount of damage I take? Does she heal that amount I take? I want you to get your call on it now before
yeah,
it
yeah.
comes up.
Okay.
By the way,
Um,
did anyone walk on that trap too?
I'm going to say half
Oh,
the
yeah,
damage.
she stepped on a trap.
She
No,
didn't.
the elemental.
Oh, no,
the
the
elemental is kind of swarmed over it. And in all honesty, I'm not sure it's going to work on the water elemental.
Yeah, I guess the snare wouldn't really work well in it.
Yeah, this thing can't be restrained or knocked prone, so I'm gonna say, or
takes
grappled.
one
So I'm gonna
slashing.
say that. No, the
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 rod
snare
Bumps against
trap.
him.
The snare trap gets hit by the water pressure and just out of it.
Okay. But what is your call on the necrotic?
I'm gonna say that because I wrote half the necrotic damage dealt instead of half the damage taken,
Mhm.
she would heal for as much as you got dealt.
Cool. Thank you. Now, should I ground my child, or should I beat the shit out of this woman who taught my child?
Beat the shit out of her, please.
Oh yeah, of course.
I'll
I
Yeah,
do
I'll,
agree.
Your
I'll
child
ground
did the-
your child.
Yeah, and
Can
I'll
you-
beat
can
it
you-
into
yeah.
beat him into the ground with a tree.
Ground my child for me, but at the same time, Calda's just yelling to Osborne of like, you could like the disappointed parent thing, but worse. Of like, you could have been so much better. Look at what you're doing. Just so it's his mother's voice echoing in his head, which is
Gr-
I
funny.
love.
Shut
I love
up!
that
You're
you-
not my mom.
You'd love
I
to
love-
think that, wouldn't you?
You guys
Oof.
Yu-Gi-Oh traded traumatic deaths.
So are we talking ground like go to your room or ground like beef?
Put them on the ground.
Whichever's easier.
Let's go with beef.
Go for
Wait,
it.
what can I do on my Bobus action first?
I mean, she's already vowed enmity.
I know. I'm just seeing what more damage I can do,
I was gonna say,
Conrad.
you could smite the shit out of her.
That's what I'm. I could, but I could do more smite too,
Oh, incredible.
because I always have branding smite prepared.
We have a smite that lights on fire, because that'd just be very fitting.
I don't have flare. I forget flare smite.
Searing
I
smite.
don't know.
Seriously.
Searing smite. I didn't put any of the other smites. It's the only one I could drag on.
No, branding smite.
Ah.
Branding smite.
Psychic one?
No, branding smite's not on fire. Anyway,
What's the psychic one?
Bobus action.
Okay.
That's shitty damage. Good job, Ty. Action.
I mean, that's perfectly average
Plus
damage.
15 right
That
now.
hits.
Jesus.
All right, 17
Second
points.
attack.
Smite, 1 second, branding, radiant damage,
17.
visible, and dim light, and can't become invisible. Okay, yeah,
Right now.
she is very bright right now.
Hi.
Okay,
Yeah.
just before you do the
Holy
damage
God.
for this, just for Ariel's reference, it was 39 from the first attack. Go ahead, Ty.
I've been doing it one bit at a time.
I
29 plus 9 plus 8.
Ariel, I love you. You know that, right?
Yeah.
You know that.
So that's 46.
30 plus 16, 46 on the smite. Give me the
Plus
second divine smite. Plus 50.
96.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Wow. She's still alive, but.
At
Ooh!
what cost?
Oh, yeah.
I'm double checking my stuff just to see if I have anything else.
Mhm.
Because
Does
no.
Val Emily do anything for that?
Huh?
Does
Oh,
Val Emily just give advantage?
she has disadvantage on every attack
Good.
Oh my
because I
God.
crit her. Good thing I got that one down.
Grievously wound after 96 damage is about right.
Yep.
And also she has speed reduced by 10.
Yep. Speed reduced by 10.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Calder, how would you feel about having an extra attack next turn?
Gimme! Gimme! Please. Pretty please.
Cool.
Wow. Okay. Anything else?
I you know, I
Hasn't she
didn't
done
really
enough?
I didn't really do all I wanted to do this turn, but I think that's all I can do right now.
Okay. Elaris, what would you like to do?
You know what?
Grab the child. Oh,
There
you're
we
a
go.
smart man.
Now you're
You're a
super
smart
smart.
man.
This lines up pretty well, I must say.
Alright, what are we
Where's
gonna
that
Um,
not-
He's gonna take a hand off his crossbow, put it into a finger gun.
do? Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Oh, who are you aiming for? 'Cause that's a single target.
A single
Yeah.
target.
Yeah,
Uh,
one creature you can see within range.
would it just? I thought it would go through.
I'm sorry, no, but pick one.
Ah, that sucks. Let's go
Oh,
for the
That's
child.
Death would be
Oh,
horrifying.
that's plus 30. That's
Yeah.
plus 30.
It's 30. It's 56 damage.
Yeah. Alright, who do you want to deal 56 damage to, assuming they lose this con save?
Yeah, this is what almost one-shot Rosalind.
Are you gonna turn my son into a zombie?
That would be kind of fucked up, and I'm kind of into it.
Possibly.
Are you aiming for Osborne? Who am I rolling con for?
Murder the child.
We'll murder the child.
Okay.
Kill the child. Destroy the child.
Oh my god, he's
Osborne!
Oh, he made
Okay,
it. He
it's still,
he takes half as much.
28
56
damage.
divided by half, 28. Okay. You shoot this and in his face, and he looks hurt by it. You can see the energy blast across him, and he cries out and flinches behind the greatsword. But the greatsword actually pushes some of it aside, it seems, and he tenses and he's shaking a little, but he's still up and fighting. And he looks up at you with gritted teeth and a little-
thought, kid.
and a little line of blood starting to trickle from his nose.
Alaris, I need you to know, you just basically walked up to a child with a deagle, shot them in the head, and they survived.
No, I shot him in
the chest.
I like that we're calling him a child when he's older than Fervis. I just really
What
find
was
that.
an awful child.
I know. I
Fervis is
just
also
find
a
it
child.
amusing. Yeah, Calder's just yelling at the kid.
He is a
Oh,
child
but he-
versus baby.
Anything else, Ilaris?
No.
Okay. A very angry youth is about to try to take you out at the kneecaps. 18 to hit,
Hits.
10 slashing damage.
And neither was
That's halved.
Okay, 15 does not hit.
Did they give him an unmagic greatsword?
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
They give him the equivalent of an
Hilarious.
unplugged like PlayStation controller. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
no, you're helping there, bud.
You're helping. He
He's
like
doing his best.
he puts 2 slashes in, and like Alaris is still standing. He just gives him a really, kid. You're
Even the
really gonna die on
command.
this stupid as fuck hill.
Even the
Yep.
command and everything.
At that point,
Kid, this is a stupid as fuck hill to die on. Everything's on fire. It sucks.
You can
It's a
hear
terrible hill
from
to
the
die on.
side, Therastra call out, Osborne, run! But Oz looks between her and between you, Ilaris, and you see him settle into a firmer stance, holding his
Kane
sword.
Kane just looks
There
at
we
him.
go.
There's no running from mistakes. We've all tried.
There we go. Yeah.
All right.
We're the good guys, right?
Calder's giving me the go ahead to kill her
question.
son. So
Um,
I'm gonna do it.
It's not the go ahead. It's called to just yells to intimidate the person most easily intimidated by her, which may or may not be her child.
Are you sure it's not the
Yeah.
nerds who get their nose broken by a fucking goth?
No, that's just funny.
Okay.
All right. The mages, though a little bit engulfed. That is
Sorry,
hilarious.
that was
John, I'm
hilarious.
gonna need
I
your
have
attention in a
ADHD and
moment.
I'm pacing around my room.
It's okay. Just a moment, as Cone of Cold erupts from the mages. Actually, no, it does not, because they would know not to name for Osborne. Yeah,
Who did Osborne? It's
Never
just
mind.
That would be
okay.
hilarious.
Hit the
Yeah.
kill
Come
button, I
on, come
guess.
nah, they know better.
Come on.
You
Hmm.
motherfuckers can't sculpt spells, you fucking...
No, they cannot.
monsters.
So,
Fucking weenies.
Fucking Weenie Hut Juniors.
oh boy.
Super Weenie Hut Juniors.
Jesus Christ, John.
All right. With that, in that case,
Oh, I'm laughing my goddamn ass off.
I want to say that
One good now?
one's going to be Alsana, one's going to be Ilaris.
Despite the
Because-
elemental currently overrunning them.
Actually, no, you're right. One's going to be the Elemental, one's going to be Ilaris, and also you're out of range for this one at least. So, Elemental first, as getting a little bit of a blight on there. Water Elemental, doesn't resist necrotic, just making sure. Okay, Constitution saving throw. Succeeds, half damage. I'm gonna go up to 21 on that, because rounding up. Because this is something. There's that. And Ilaris, this one is on you. Okay. Constitution saving throw, if I may please have one. Alright, take half that damage. 38 halved is 16.
No, 19.
19? 19, thank you.
John, do you take half of that too because you have resistance?
Yeah, if you have to take half of 19, then you bump it down.
I swear
to
you're
9.
warlocky enough to have necrotic resistance.
I think he does.
If I have it, then I hope you have. I'm checking his sheet.
He's also muted.
Yeah,
Checking his
probably a
sheet.
good idea.
I do.
Okay.
I have it. I have it further. So yeah, I really have not taken that much damage. It's great.
Alright. Alsana, on you, there's going to be a quick little magic missile that only rolled one time. Why is it stupid like that? I upcast it and everything. Alright,
Stupid.
So that's 6 bolts.
so that's 2 on that first one. I'm just gonna roll 5d4 plus 5.
Plus 6, because he didn't put the plus 1 on that.
Yeah, no, I said that's 2 plus the 5d4 plus 5, so it would be 16 total.
So I take 16.
Yep, 16 force damage.
And how many con saves is that?
I'm just gonna say it's 1 because it's 1 spell.
Alright.
Okay. Alright, that being done, their turn ends. They'll be fine next time. The foot soldiers are going to kind of step up here. Can't do much about space, but they're going to move in. And we're going to have, let's see, I believe they're at 4 attacks right now.
Oh no.
They're at 4 attacks right now.
It's
All right. However, 2 of these are going to be on the elemental up here, and the other 2 are going to be on Calda.
Oh, you're great.
So elemental first. Yeah, that's gonna hit. That's gonna miss. So 26 damage on the elemental as a flurry of spears jab out. Oh, you know what? Screw it. It's 26. I'm not gonna go back and change it right now. And Calda, 23 to hit,
11.
and 12. That misses. Okay,
Good
Thanks.
job.
gonna be it for them. Kane.
All right.
Gimme.
Fantastic. Kane is going to just spin the mace in his hand. Or, not the mace. Yeah, technically it's mace.
Spin something. It can be whatever he wants it to be.
You're not wrong. And he is just gonna go, this is gonna hurt you a lot more than it's gonna hurt me. And he's gonna swing at, T.O. whatever.
Rastra?
Thank you. Wow.
That will not hit.
That's a +3 weapon. Fuck me.
Ouch.
Yeah.
22. That one will hit.
Yeah.
And I'm going to paralyze. As well, that's DC 17, by the way. On top of that, I'm also going to frighten.
How do you want to do that?
With great indiscretion.
All right, as you wind up to swing and say the line about it hurting Therastra a lot more than you, it clangs off her armor as she reflexively blocks it. And you see her start to sneer and say, "And what was that you were going to..." And then crack around the other side.
Ah, that barely.
Yeah, basically. That,
Um,
Kim's kind of like, that was almost disappointing.
And she falls to
Is
the
that
ground.
for like a half heart and high five?
Yep, he'll take the high five and he'll go, "Can I leave the watery bastard and the group up to you?"
I'm going for the kid.
It might be easier if I do it. I've got archery.
Funny.
I've also got archery.
Yeah, but you're in melee with him.
Yeah, but it'd be thematic.
Yeah, and I can still use the archery.
How about we see if he is my turn first?
That's fair.
Yep,
I'm
well,
just
that's
looking
fair.
for all
Here's
those.
the thing, it depends on it changes the rest of my turn. So Kane is going to take the opportunity attack from the water elemental. He'll move up to this range.
All right, the water elemental will definitely attempt to one. So 22
So
hit,
we
9
have
bludgeoning.
four-
Mhm.
And Kane, oh, I need to make a, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, that's the one that broke it. Okay, no more bless.
Were you with Calda? Oh, it's the fucking slant. Wait.
Yeah,
So no.
it
Wh-
says he moved out of your range. Once he
Yep,
moved
the-
out of the water elemental's reach.
Later.
Yeah,
would
the
have been
first
out
three
of
were from
range.
last turn, unfortunately.
Mm.
Can I be? Can I? It might be a bit retconny. Kane was here, right?
No,
Yeah.
he was
I was, yeah.
one up.
Yeah.
You could have moved down to the left.
I'm trying to get a clear shot on the kid.
I know, but you'd still have movement to get up there, and you'd be in Calder's range.
I'm gonna
Or
say
I'd
that's
have-
a little too
Yeah, that's a bit
retconny in
retconny.
meta.
All right.
Alright, yep, and then Kane's going to switch weapons into the Owl Soul. And he's going to make one attack on the kid.
Okay,
There we go.
that'll definitely hit. 7 piercing. Okay.
Extra 6 damage. Calda, take 15 feet of movement.
Oh, great. 20.
20 feet of movement, thank you.
Lovely.
Keep in mind you can't move through an enemy.
Um,
You can,
But
but
you
it's
can jump
half
over it.
speed.
She
Oh,
can jump over
right.
Jumping.
Carry on, grasshopper.
I'll just wait for Calda to move first, so I know what's going on.
All right.
Is this on fire? Or is the tree on fire?
I'll say the tree's on fire. Just remember that if you
Oh,
get out
wait.
of their reach, they can take an opportunity attack.
Can I reposition ally?
No opportunity attacks.
Oh, never mind. Yep. My dumb.
Okay.
Yes.
Boop.
Boop. Sounds good.
And into the pit trap.
That'd be hilarious.
Oh
That
no!
would be-
Um,
Can you imagine
God.
being midair and going, "I miscalculated"?
I'm a genius. Oh no!
I'm bad enough.
And from there, Kane's going to take actually a step to right here. Actually, to right there. And switch back to the mace. I'm going to take an action surge.
Okay.
don't worry, this will be a simple one. On the two who are south of me, Terrify. DC 17.
The two who are south of.
Water
The
elemental in the
water
group.
elemental and the group. And because this is an AoE, I can affect the whole group.
Um,
Actually, I'd have to be 5 feet forward. But
I've got a condition immunity on them for that.
really? Even though it affects the whole group?
Ah. You know
If it
what?
is, that's okay.
because
I'm just checking.
It's one of those things where I didn't want to have to figure out how many were in the group and how many would succeed versus how many would fail. And they act as a group, and it's
Then do they not make saves as a group?
Because I would,
They
'cause I
do,
would
but
argue
that's-
you could
they
count the
do, but-
single roll as a group average, which would be if more
Yeah.
fail than succeed, then the fail is effective, basically. Again,
Hmm.
if you say it doesn't work, I'm fine with that. I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah. You know what? I'll go ahead and do it this time because again, I put that immunity on there thinking about things that do like individual creatures or small limited numbers or
But yeah, I don't think a group of
Yeah.
5 villagers becomes immune to a dragon's aura.
no, but this is a larger group of trained soldiers, so
Would they become immune to a dragon's aura?
I mean, technically, you could
I
argue blood
mean-
tactics mean that enough don't get affected at a time.
Hmm.
Again,
yeah.
it's also D&D and loose will be bullshit.
It is
Like, I'm just
it is
checking.
really loose. You know what? I'll just go with it. Yeah, okay.
Okay, and the water elemental.
Yep,
If
let
it
me
can be
get
frightened.
that. I believe it can. Let me make sure. Yeah, it can be frightened.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And with his bonus action, he's going to don the shield.
Okay.
Lantern shield, just to be clear, because of course.
Yep.
All
right.
Oh, I forgot I had booming blade. That'll be all.
Alsana.
Alright, bunch of people are gonna have to start making deck saves. I'll
Yep.
just copy and paste.
Alright.
Um,
Oh, right, it's difficult terrain for
Yep.
all of them.
hasn't really mattered
Oh.
up until this point, but yeah.
Yeah, I just racked my memory very quickly to see if it would have. 10 feet of any tree.
It's everyone. It's everyone.
Actually, I think Osborne might be just beyond if you count those as branches and not the trunk.
Fair enough.
He's in range of like 3 sets of those branches. That was the thing.
Yeah,
That's
sure,
kinda-
heckin'.
yeah, that's
Heckin'
kinda
sure,
weird,
it's
though.
whipping branches, so it is kind of a weird one. I get the impression that it's meant to be like the trunk of a tree, but it doesn't specify. So sure, let's just go with it. Dexterity
question.
saving throw. Yeah.
Before you weren't letting me have the trees wave around and put themselves out. What if they're hitting water elementals?
You know what? That's a really good
Ah.
point.
Sure. Again, I can't do anything for the fire that's drawn on the back, but sure.
Yep.
Yeah, just
I
like
expect that things are going to be happening anyway. Oh dear God, there's so many things. All right, if I work, I'm gonna work with the water elementals first. So, dexterity saving throws.
Don't worry, my roll's terrible.
Boom, boom. Yep. They
Both
both fail.
11
So that's
damage, non-magical. I
11.
think.
No, this is magical. The rock's the only non-magical.
It's the rock that's specified.
Gotcha.
All right, minus 11. Minus 11. Sounds good. Okay. Who else? The foot soldiers. Let's go ahead and get them in there. Dexterity saving throw. Technically, they have disadvantage on this right now. Yep. Okay. A whole bunch of them at the edges get beat with whomping willow branches. Yeah, the mages. Okay. There they are. They, however, do not have the trouble of being in a large group tightly packed together, so there is no disadvantage on this. It's just a dexterity saving throw. That hurts. Okay, they're taking 11. There we go. One
gonna
of the mages
throw-
goes down.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm gonna throw just one scythe on another one of the mages.
Sure, go for it. Make that roll. Another 4, okay. Let's see. Okay.
Doesn't take down another one, but it does take down one, so I'll also heal myself.
Alright. There we go.
When did you take damage?
Alsana's been hit by things. Alsana lost concentration because of taking damage.
I got hit by fireball and magic missile, if you have to know.
That's what it was. I couldn't remember what the attack was.
Yeah. Osborne is gonna dexterity saving throw. There he is. Huh. Is that a success?
Yeah.
Alright, he doesn't take any damage.
Well then.
Lucky little bugger. I didn't even put the luck feed
That's
on
on
him.
his,
Or...
that's on Oswald.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oswald?
That's fair.
Osborne, whatever.
Osborne?
Osborne.
Is that your bonus action rock?
Yep.
It definitely hits. Roll your critical
rock
rock
at him.
damage.
Hold on. Are you gonna cane the prodigal son?
Yeah.
Conrad, pronounce that again.
The prodigal
did that?
son, you
Is it
motherfucker.
prodigal?
Prodigal.
It's
Oh,
prodigal.
I thought it was like
It
prodigious.
is. No,
No.
it's not.
How
How
do
do
you
you
wanna
want
do
to
this?
do that?
I got it wrong.
Yes! Yes!
Oh my
How
god.
do you want to...
Fucking Abel caned the kid.
just single rock, just like, pop, and
Okay.
just off his head, and just a smatter of red jello on the ground.
Oh.
Okay, and it's at the back of his head. It's as he's focused on Alaris, getting ready to fight further. Crack! And he's down.
Alaris
What?
looks back, gives a thumbs up towards Alsana.
I thought it was the same thing.
Right, that was the start of your turn. That was your bonus action. What else you got?
Gonna go ahead and toss an
Oh,
ice
good, I
knife
didn't
in
use
the
acting
big
yet.
crowd.
Okay.
That was completely without an action.
Bloody hell!
Well, then.
My god. Double
Bloody
that
hell!
Do you want to just throw some
20s.
sides on there?
Alright.
Just for funsies?
Definitely hits.
Yeah, no, there's some sides going on that.
Go ahead and
Just,
screw it. Alright.
So I'll drop 2, so that's 4.
Yeah, they take the 5 cold damage from that, and also the
29 damage
14.
total.
I am doing this piecemeals, but thank you.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I'd already subtracted the first chunk. Yeah.
Wait.
Okay.
That's okay, I did the math wrong anyways.
Okay.
Oh, you know what?
let me
That did hit the wireland.
Oh. Oh, you aimed it there? Okay, 1 second. I am doing a little bit of math here because I forgot to do something. Yeah, they're still there. Okay. So that doesn't happen.
Any of them drop?
However, I am checking that right now. Where the heck is my thing? There it is. Clear. That was close. How much damage was done just then?
14, 28, 31. No, 20, no,
Okay.
28, 30, 33.
Okay. Alright. It did not drop one of them, but they are looking relatively diminished. It came close.
Yeah, and then 5 cold damage on the water elemental, which I think reduces its speed.
Let me just see if it's got that dexterity saving throw real quick. Probably not, but we'll make sure. Okay. And yes, it does reduce its speed by 20 feet until the end of its turn. As you see Frost crawl up the elemental side. Alright, anything else?
How many mages are left?
2.
Oh, 2? Okay, sorry.
How many warriors are left?
I don't have a strict number. They are relatively diminished. It's not enough to reduce the group in size, but it's very close.
At least 5.
Yeah, let's just say that.
But basically, the grasping vines are useless.
They're frightened though, which is okay.
I mean, only one of the mages is in the range, technically.
I am not going to divide
Okay,
this.
fine.
thing in half. I'm sorry, I can't.
Yep.
I just can't.
Yeah, these group things are weird.
Yeah, group them together. It'll make it simpler.
I was hoping it would.
I know.
To be
But-
fair, to be fair, if you declare ahead of time and just say they're just count as one unit for all purposes, it's easier, but they're less susceptible that way.
Yep. So that part doesn't matter. So that's her turn.
Okay.
Yeah, no, because you can't restrain any of the elementals.
Yeah.
To be
That
fair,
was
I'll-
my thought too.
there's
I'll
two death plays in
restrain.
one turn.
I'll restrain Aurora's corpse just in case it gets up again.
Okay.
You know what? That's fair, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no problem. Just the roots and vines reach up and wrap around her and hold her fast to the ground. Okay. Alright, the elementals. Oh my god. I was not expecting this. Alright, neither one gets its whelm back. 2 slam attacks, and they normally have a 30-foot speed. This one's only got 10, but that's okay. It's gonna... Actually, you know what? It's got an enemy right there as far as it's concerned. It's gonna try and hit the foot soldiers.
I was gonna go. If it moves, it gets an opportunity. Attack of
Yeah,
opportunity.
it does. Alright, so the foot soldiers. The first one does not hit, the second one does, and you see a bunch of them get bowled over and slammed into the ground by that attack. There we go. Down to that. There we are. Okay. And then this one over here, it's gonna just do the same thing against the mages because they're there. The mages are going to shield that first one, and it's not gonna hit. Alright. So they're still up. She's down. Calda.
Alrighty.
Trying to get you over there quickly, sorry.
No worries. Boing.
Okay.
I said hip, hop, hippity hop.
And 2 hits.
Okay. Go for him.
Oof.
Oh, that hits.
Okay.
18 does hit. They're armored. They're not that well armored.
How does the 31 hit?
That one I'm not so sure about. Let me just check.
I
One
wanted to
second.
give you a chance to be sarcastic back.
Yes.
44 total.
Thank you.
I mean, it starts with a 3, so
You never know. Oh, wait, one second.
Yeah, I don't know. A
Oh, hold on,
3 and a
swipe.
1 are both really low numbers.
and then it's a
bored
1 and
before
a
you
3
said yes.
damage.
Okay.
plus 17.
Plus 17. Okay.
I'm bored. I'm joking. I'm not bored.
All
I just went
right.
out. Let's just use fucking spell slots.
For fun.
I am wasteful. There's the word.
Reminder: we might fight things after this.
Okay, and
Well,
with that, you take down another large group of them. They are diminished down to the point where I'll just say they have 1 attack each remaining.
God.
Oh, that also does actually bring them down to a smaller size. I'm just gonna say that they're about
Well,
here.
really just cut them down to size.
Are they baby now?
They're about there.
Not baby yet.
They're covering about that much ground.
Baby enough.
Yeah, Calder literally just cut them down to size.
I'll kick their asses.
All right, is that all?
I love hitting things and doing damage. I just want to say I love this entire thing, Ariel, so much. That's my turn. I just really wanted. I want to use my bonus action to compliment Ariel. I love
Okay,
you.
Thank you. Thank you. Alaris, what would you like to do? There are still some problems on the field.
And you're muted, John.
Oh fuck. Okay, I keep forgetting. We're gonna go for the mages.
Okay.
The oddly buffed mages.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
only
no,
a
they,
couple
they
left.
got one good push up in there.
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
they got a good
There was
push.
one mage who was buff, and he died in the first 4.
All right. They are still shielded from before, so an 18 does not hit.
Fuck,
you have
okay.
Neither does a 17.
No
Bless.
bless. No bless.
No bless.
No bless, no bless.
bless.
Oh.
That's gone.
They're still shielded. Son of a
Nine.
bitch.
A
Okay.
Sure.
shield lasts until the end of their next turn, or the start of the next turn, I believe,
End of
which is
action.
coming.
All right. He's gonna
Start.
shoot a look at Kane to start opening fire as well.
Okay, he's got a sword in his hand.
Fucking, I don't care.
I know. I'm just laughing at you. Open
I know you're laughing at
not
me.
that kind of open fire.
We already have open fires all over the fucking place.
Yes. Calda can handle the small army. Can you help me with this?
You can't handle 2 twinks in robes?
Shut up! They're shielded, you motherfucker! What do you think? I've been trying to pull my own weight.
That's
Fuck
just
you!
That's
Fuck
just
you.
a normal
Fuck
Saturday
you.
session.
Okay, come
I'm
on.
gonna be honest. That was entirely out of character.
How dare you?
I want to imagine that
dare-
in a little pocket dimension of time it happened. Anyway,
In the
anything
third
else?
mirror world.
And the mage just got
Yeah.
really discouraged.
Will that be all?
Yes.
Okay.
Two twins. Fuck
Okay.
off.
They're gonna withdraw from that little horrible situation they've been in. Yeah.
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 Yeah,
That's-
do you mind
that's-
also
that's a
maybe
great
helping me
open
with the
pause world?
water elemental that might come after me?
All right. One of them is going to point at. You know what? Yeah, Althana, because you're up in the air.
I was on the
And-
ground.
You feel Longborn.
Oh, you're on the ground. Oh, you know what? Actually, you guys were within. Yep. It's gonna upcast this. So Alsana and Ilaris, I would like you to make me wisdom saving throws, please.
Oh, interesting.
Watch me fail.
No.
All right. Success,
I
success.
don't think you can fail.
I think you failed.
You'd have to roll 2 or lower. Or 3 or lower.
You're good. They made the attempt.
15%.
They did not know.
Basically impossible.
And
Fuck off.
with that, the second one is going to again cup a ball of fire in his hand and lob it to a point within 20 feet of you, and the water elemental because I measured it out and it is possible. So, there is going to be one upcast fireball with terrible damage. Look at all those
Wow.
buttons.
Oh,
Not a
Dexterity
single
saving
one of
throw.
those was above a. Only one of those was above a 4.
wait, that
yep.
was rolled at level 5?
Yeah.
Yep.
It was a 3-1-1-1, 3-4-2-2, 3-5.
The elemental does succeed and takes half that. Round up, I'm going to say 13. Alright, also on a 25, but you do save on the concentration, so you still have that. Elaris, can I have a dexterity saving throw, please?
Yeah, no problem.
A water
Uh,
elemental
dex
does
save?
take fire damage.
Okay.
Yes.
Fuck.
Alright, 25 fire damage because the fireball is a terribly low rolls. Look at those. Look at those numbers. Yep. Okay.
Aren't doing so great today.
Yeah,
This
you
is-
see one
this
of the
is most
mages.
damage that has been done to me.
The fireball, instead of being a boom of fire, is just a poof, like a little pop.
Their
And
asbestos
the-
material components are kind of
Yep.
drenched.
Yep. And you see the first mage look at the second one who did the fireball. The hell? And the first one looks back. You have no room to talk. That's gonna be the end of them. The foot soldiers, the desperate remains. Calding, you were right there. One of them is going. Well, not one of them. There's a small group remaining, and they are going to single attack spears upon you. It is a wild flurry of jabs that you kind of weave between. A few of them clang off your armor, but no damage taken. Kane.
Alright. Kane swaps to the. You know what? I haven't tried it yet, and this is as good of an excuse as any. I'm gonna switch to the Great Axe of Disarming.
Okay.
I haven't tried it yet. I'm curious.
Yeah. All right.
And let's see. Yeah, that's 65 feet away. So I thought, okay. Yeah. Kane's gonna step up to this water elemental and I'd say I'm sorry, but not really.
All right.
And... Wow. Okay.
15 does hit. 11 slashing damage. It is magical.
Yep. Just wow.
Okay. You don't
Uh,
lop off an arm, but you do lop off a portion of water that splatters across the ground and hisses in the flames.
Yep. Fair. I assume I can't tell how rough this thing is looking, can I?
And
Oh.
it's looking fairly rough. It's looking diminished, smaller than it was before. There's kind of these gaps, whereas before it was a towering roar of water keeping in shape. It's looking more like a fountain that's sputtering. There's little pockets of air between the water.
Okay. By the way, end of the soldier group's turn. They have to make a wisdom save versus frighten real fast.
Oh.
And 2 more attacks.
Yeah, no, they're still scared.
No?
Which
Okay.
they would have had disadvantage on that attack anyway. But yeah, okay.
Yep, and on
Those
that
all
last
definitely
one-
hit.
Push.
Okay, let me just actually on that second one, how do you want to do that?
Oh, just
13
for a
HP
moment.
left.
Just for a moment, there's a watery head flying in the air.
Okay. And then
Yep.
into nothing. So
Can,
you
know,
do
just
have your
step
third
up and take
attack
the
if you
second
want to.
attack.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And instead of push, I'm actually going to make that a
7.
goading strike. So wisdom save. Sorry, not wisdom save. Yeah, wisdom save versus only being able to attack me next turn, and that's only 4 damage, not 9.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Got it. And wisdom saving throw from the foot soldiers. Let me just go ahead and 16.
17 is DC.
Okay.
Well, it might be higher than 17. It's 18.
All
Yep,
right.
so they are frightened of me, as well as incapable of getting closer to me. But if they attack anyone but me, they have disadvantage.
Mhm.
So
They've got disadvantage anyway, but yes.
oh yeah, no, this isn't great for them.
Yeah, no.
And you know, yeah, I might as well. Just second wind.
Okay. All right. Alsana.
At the start.
Right. Dexterity saving throws, yes?
Yep.
Okay. Those poor
Basically,
little buggers.
just the army
Water
guys in
Elemental
water.
and the Foot Soldiers. They no longer have disadvantage on the dexterity checks because they've diminished enough that that no longer applies. However, 19. Is that a success or a
Yep.
fail? Success. Okay. And then the Water Elemental. Fail. So that takes 12. Okay. So that's the start of your turn.
At the army.
Okay. Definitely hits.
It's a big ouchie, bro.
Damage.
I think it was. What is it? 3d8.
I think it was, yes.
I don't know.
Yep,
I
3d8.
know it's 3. I don't know if it's D or D6.
All right, 17. They're looking real rough. There's not many of them left.
And on the nerds, another ice knife.
Okay. Let's have them.
Second level, because I really don't like them.
They
That's
can't
completely
shield
fair,
that.
probably.
They can't shield that. Okay, so that's 10 base and a dexterity saving throw. Should not have been a disadvantage, but still not great. 9 cold damage further. Okay.
Still up, huh?
Hold on a second. One's left. You took one out. One is left.
And there's cold
Um,
damage on the elemental as well.
Ah, yes, I do need to get that. Let me just dexterity. There we go. Yep, he takes the 9. He's down 20 feet of movement.
Right, so he's not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
There's one left. I'm gonna get the vines on him. Strength
He's
save.
out outside the
Okay,
box.
that's a good point. Yep.
Although if
Yeah.
it's large, if it's Never mind.
Technically, it is just one, so I'm just gonna boop for the sake of it. Just for the sake of it, because once there's only one left, they lose all of those. They do
Okay.
lose all of those effects. Yes.
I'll just grapple Oz's corpse.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be your turn. Let the water elemental sort that dark out.
Okay. And he's about to. This one water elemental. Let's just go ahead and
Charge.
see.
Yes. Do what you should
He
have
does.
done at the start of the combat.
He does.
Oh no, the nerds can't swim.
Whelm. Let's do a strength saving throw.
Fuck up those nerds.
That's what I
My God.
thought.
Could not have been disadvantaged, but still, 5.
Oh, the dichotomy of nerd.
He takes 10. Let me just scoot this because I need to select him. There we go. He takes 10. Not looking good. He
And
is
he's restrained.
grappled. He is restrained.
He's
Uh,
dying,
He's not happy.
whether he likes it or not.
Mm-hmm.
That one will sort
Okay.
itself out.
Calda. Oh
Okay.
bugger! There was something at the start of the round that I completely forgot. I was trying to keep track of it, but okay.
We're not too
Goddamn.
far to start around. You should have come
Go for it now. Just go for it.
Okay. So, the start of that round. I'm gonna say that first of all, Alsana and Alaris in particular. Though Calda gets further echoes of this, and Kane, you get the faintest sense of them all. You get a strange sensation wash across all of you, through the world itself, it seems. It feels for an instant as though space itself, the air, the ground, yourself, everything, bend and pull northward,
Damn it.
eastward.
New was distraction.
There's a pulse, a curving, a grab and tug, and then a release as it all snaps back, and your perception is strange for a moment. Your head is swimming just a little. Alsana and Alaris, you begin to see gray mist creeping in the edges of your vision as that pull happened, and then as it snapped back, the mist disappeared. But for an instant you felt like something was almost sucking you towards etherealness. And then it vanished. And then an instant later, Alaris, you feel another pulse of anger from Xanthus. Another rage of, how dare they? My domain! And then the water elemental overwhelms the lone mage. All is as normal. You're not quite sure what happened, but something did, and something big. Calda, what would you like to do?
What the fuck? Okay. Just get through this. Gonna hit the group. Here's the first one.
It definitely hits. And how do you want to do that?
Just slicing through them. She's worried now.
You
She's
carve your
al-
way through, meet Kane on the other side.
Yep, she's already like whistling for more to start flying in that direction. She'll catch up.
Mori starts to take off over the trees in roughly that angle. He doesn't get far before he is out of your 100-foot immediate telepathy range, but you can still sense him.
I still have the spell slots I need, so I don't want to use any more of them. I can get to the elemental, and I have a healing capability still, so
I can deal with the elemental.
I can't get to the twinks.
I mean, we could just leave the elemental. Like, we don't need to kill it. We can just leave it there. It can kill the mage, and then it will be around in a forest fire.
Yeah, we can just leave.
Yeah, starting to dead sprint.
Okay.
40 feet to right here.
All right.
Boop.
Elaris, just to make sure, is there anything you would like to do? Elaris?
Yep, he's muted again.
John?
Is there anyone else to target other than the one that's
Just
getting
me, those
overwhelmed by the?
Elemental
Just
and
leave
Mage,
us two?
that's it. Yeah, that's it.
We need to go
I
figure
think we'll
that
leave
out.
it. He'll leave it.
Okay.
He'll just sort of look over the body of Aurora for the time being, and try to figure out why Xanthus is angry again.
All right. Do you want to use your action to attempt to contact Xanthus?
Yes.
Could you
Go ahead.
can I make an offer? Could you also I yell over? I'll help you talk to him.
Okay. Yeah, he's angry, and we need to figure out why as soon as possible.
Okay.
So he'll do that.
So we're gonna hold an action then?
He's gonna use the action to try and contact Xanthus.
All right. Go ahead
But
and
wait for Alsana to help.
hold an action until Alsana helps.
Yep.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Real fast?
The
Oh, damn it, I forgot the mage was still alive. Go ahead.
the mage, yeah, this is when it's going to blast Cone of Cold. It might not hit all of you, honestly. I wish I had a better way of measuring a cone.
You can... Hold on.
It's wildly blasting in this direction, hoping mainly to get to the elemental, but there's a chance that there's incidental damage on some of you.
It's 90-degree angle, so...
Okay. Is that actually how it goes? Because that looks like a really weird triangle.
It's just 90 degrees, 60 feet.
Ah,
I just have it from a corner, not a...
I got it. Okay.
It just technically goes out further as a radius rather than a straight line.
Okay. If it's a 90-degree, it looks like it hits Kane and Alaris.
Because, like, technically the
Even
way...
that
Hey,
seems
real quick,
incorrect.
real quick.
Yes.
Cone
Yeah.
of Cold is verbal.
I mean, you can still cast verbal components when you're underwater, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, but the water elemental's actively drowning him, so I don't know.
He's got one burst of breath,
All right.
and he's trying something desperate. So he's gonna make that attempt.
4, 5, 6, 7...
Constitution saving throw. Let me get the elemental up here.
Okay, so real fast, just for reference. Basically, this is the shape of the cone. Just
What
take
is the
other-
shape of the cone?
So this would be a 60-foot cone. Technically, anywhere that outside radius hits, and then just a straight line. A straight line up and down. So anything in the triangle or in the circle, basically.
Oh, so it's everybody.
Yeah.
Alright, unfortunately, everybody make a quick constitution saving throw, please. The water elemental succeeds and takes half damage. I'm gonna round it up for you guys, so that's 14 on the elemental. It's still up, god damn it.
Fucking seriously? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Rounded
Kane
down for you
failed.
guys, 13. Okay, 13 if you take half, 27 if you take all.
Sonic, you're still good with that stuff, right?
I'm immune.
Okay, I was wondering if you're still immune because I'm
Good.
resistant.
Okay, the foot soldiers are gone. The mage is not quite drowning yet, but he's not doing good. Kane.
Oh, did we get a Lars in that con save?
Oh, Elaris. Are you
Oh,
there?
Yeah.
Con
Yes.
save.
Kane just looks at the mage like, dude, you've already lost. Just accept it.
He can't hear you, but
I know.
yes.
He's saying it.
27 cold damage, Elaris. Reduce it as you need to. So, Kane, you move over.
Yep, Kane, bonus action, basically stuffs the body of the friend into the bag because he wants to live later.
Okay.
And he's going to 30 feet to off over here. Can you see the sword? The dancing sword?
Yeah, it's on the ground over there.
Pick it up, stuff in the bag.
Okay.
And
Technically, it's an action to put something in the bag, so you can do it with the body.
The bag.
It's an action to take it out or put it in.
Is it both? Okay, then he'll actually put the body in the bag. And...
Okay, and you have the sword in your hand.
Yeah. And I will turn to Alsana and just go, is it home base or is it in the forest, do you think?
We're gonna find out.
Alright. I guess everyone get ready to travel if we need to.
I'm already going over there.
Alright,
Okay.
Do I have a bonus action? Anything I can do to this dumbass? Hold on. No, I didn't make an attack this turn, so I can't offhand attack. Kane will just switch to the Owlslow shortbow just for posterity's sake.
Okay. Alsana.
Just gonna run over to here, and grab Alaris's hand.
Mhm.
And she's going to go ahead and Paths of the Dead. And she wants to try to take Alaris with her. Spiritually or otherwise.
Okay, Alaris was already going to try to contact. Alaris, both of you give me a spellcasting check. So I should see a charisma. Good. And perfect.
We are in sync.
Absolutely perfect. I mean, it couldn't have been more perfect. Okay. Alaris, as you start to reach out to see if you can get Xanthus' attention, call out to him, communicate. Alsana, you cast Paths of the Dead, and somehow you both appear there. Instantaneously, simultaneously. And you see the paths are not the usual steady, misty landscape. They are roiling. There is almost a storm going on within the mist itself, as it looks shredded, broken, churning over itself, as almost it seems to be in pain. And then Xanthus appears beside you. He is larger than usual, larger than life, looming over you with the lantern beaming a burning purple light around the surrounding area. He looks down at the two of you, and he says, "She tore it apart. She collapsed it into a step. Without care, without caution. And she pressed beings through it. This is an affront to my nature. This is an affront to my domain and my plane.
Which she? The other me, or...?
The lady. Though the other you, I am given to understand from the stench of the magic, helped."
Where are they?
He gestures with the lantern and the mists part, and you see an image of Threshold.
All the way there?
The mists roil back into place, still churning, and he nods.
Anything else? Anything we need to know?
They have undead. Twisted. Dark. And one of them greater than any humanoid. They have defiled the bones of a dragon.
Okay. Won't be the first death dragon? Oh, boy. Thank you.
Time is short. Be swift.
Counting on your support. She kind of like pats Alaris on the shoulder.
And with that, the mists rise up almost as a wave themselves and crash down upon you. And when they clear from your vision, you are standing where you left. Hardly an instant seems to have passed. as the water elemental is still beating the hell out of this mage over on the corner.
That poor twink.
Alsana just looks for Lars. Well, seems you're set to be the instrument of his wrath.
Where are we going?
Threshold.
Let's go.
Wait, fuck, okay.
Alsana's
Use
gonna
this tree.
take a step over to this tree.
I will say that that took your action, so basically it's a round of the water elemental slamming this poor mage. I'm not even gonna bother rolling. He's not
Puny
doing weird.
mage.
Yep. So, as they're busy, you step over.
If you survive this, come to Threshold. They'll have a drop for you. Bye.
You fucking roll.
Good
Okay.
luck.
I was gonna say, if the water elemental doesn't take him out, Kane's gonna shoot 3 arrows in his chest.
Okay. I wasn't gonna bother rolling, but I guess
Whichever of the
for
two, he's dead.
like-
That's the important part.
yeah.
If the round goes before we go to threshold,
Oh, technically at advantage. So
we're 20 for the first one, Ariel.
yeah,
26 damage?
he's actually the first one was enough. He's dead.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Kane just leaves and goes, Water elemental, we don't want to fuck with you, just leave us alone.
Look, a fire elemental. She points to a burning tree and then transport via plants.
Okay,
Okay.
before because Calder's turn comes up before Alsana's again.
Yes.
Who needs the most healing?
I'm not okay.
Alsana's crispy. 18 hit points.
Jesus. Okay. Action take another. I don't know what your max is.
80.
Fuck. 80?
Really? Jesus.
Take 60 hit points.
Sure.
60.
50. Let's do 50.
Yeah, 50.
I can patch myself up too later.
Yeah, I just need you to stay up to patch up.
Yep, exactly.
And Calda bonus action is going to who else needs it?
I could use a little bit, but frankly, I'd rather take healing words from Elsa.
Okay, Alaris. Okay, Calda's gonna heal herself a little bit.
Oh
on
yeah,
her...
no, I do need the healing. Sorry, I forgot I was muted.
What are you at?
I am on a scale of 0 to 120. I'm at 54.
Go for it.
Oh,
Okay,
no,
one second. And how does that work on my bonus action? That's the wrong item. Bonus action. Sorry, I can't read. How
Yeah.
many? 4. Okay. Take 21.
Okay.
And now transport via plants.
All right. So, Alsana, there are a couple of trees that you know of in Threshold. At least very immediately next to the compound or within it, that are large enough for you to pass through. One is outside the main building of the compound, but near like the front gates. The other one that you know is big enough is actually inside a courtyard in there. It's just a question of I don't know, 100, not 200 feet, and a few rooms to run through potentially, and where you want to end up.
What will get us closer to the center? Like where the portal is?
Probably the courtyard, because it's within the like outer walls of the compound in general.
Courtyard it is.
Okay. All right. As you tear open a hole in the tree, a passage with flames licking all around you, and just then you can hear the rumble of distant thunder overhead as the clear sky begins to roil into a storm. The greater warden, the chief warden, pulling through, it seems, on her end of the promise that she could handle changes in weather if they should become necessary. You see your way through. You see the courtyard beyond. And already you can see and even slightly smell death within. as you charge through the tree, you see flames already starting to lick the interior of this place, as it seems that when they came, they too came to the center of it. And they wasted no time beginning to lay waste. I'm going to go ahead and move you over to the map.
Delicious.
It is perhaps of a slightly more advanced stage of on fire than it might have been otherwise, due to early warning. But it's the one map I could find that had a little bit of that, so I did my best. Alright, so you would have just come out of the tree in the center courtyard here, where I am pinging you. So arrange yourselves around that.
Oh, we would have had 30 feet of movement to move through if we wanted, right? Technically?
Technically.
Okay. Kane's just gonna be around this corner then.
It is kind of all at once. Alright. Kane, fun thing, as you emerge, you would actually see a small, not many left of them, a small group of foot soldiers here. They've been finding their way through, it seems, a number of guards, but there is a trail of destruction leading even further inside. Yes.
Can you
And are
check my
those-
hit
sorry.
points for me?
What?
I was using my token for hit points. Can
Yes,
you
one
just check that for me, please?
I will get that for you.
I think it's 76, but I just want to double check.
And just to be sure real fast.
72.
Thank you.
That little squad, is it Threshold or is it like who is their legions?
The squad here is foot soldiers. They're Nightingales. The
Okay.
individual guards here are Threshold. Anybody in white you see is basically Threshold.
Oh, I thought they were skeletons.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. No.
I was like, oh, okay.
no.
Not as terrible as I thought.
Yep. Not as terrible.
Okay.
You might not see it unless you went around this other corner, but there are a scattering of undead that came through and were actually defeated fairly quickly.
On a secondary note, it
Yes.
just took movement to step through that portal. I have a bow in my hand. Would I be able to shoot 3 arrows into that little
I'm gonna
group?
say
Or should we
no
just go right?
because we are gonna roll initiative anew.
Cool.
I'm allowing you to position yourself, basically. Hey, John, where's Alaris?
Oh shit.
Side note, I'm fine, but also we're 10 minutes from the usual.
Yep. And this
So-
is probably a good point to call it off. So, John, if you could just position yourself on the map, please.
Let's do a
Yep,
quick
I'll be
initiative
right
just
here.
to sweat it out for a week
Hmm.
when we roll once.
Yeah.
If you would like to, I will allow you to roll your initiatives. Go ahead.
Let's see if I can roll above 10 this time.
See how it works is I only jinx Conrad.
What?
Ugh!
What'd you say,
You missed.
Gunner?
Your aim sucks, bitch.
All right. As you rush out and you see the carnage that has already begun, you hear a roar, and you see flying overhead and then disappearing beneath some of these roofs further into the compound, an enormous skeletal dragon with minor shreds of flesh still clinging to its bones and a sickly light
Son of
in
a
its
Draco
eyes.
Lich.
As Endelesu's bones bring an attack upon his former home. And that is where we're going to go ahead and call it done for today.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
Till
So,
next time.
till next time.